A quote by June Storer, who is an environmental advocate, says, "When it comes to marine life, our existence depends upon their existence." According to an article, global warming is hitting ocean species hardest by Bob Buren in the Inside Climate News on April 24th, 2019. Locally caught fish are an important source of protein for about half the world's population. Marine life is important to human life, and if climate change is impacting marine life, it is going to impact human life as well. Climate change impacts many aspects of our world, one important aspect being the effects it has on the ocean and marine life. Today I'm going to explain some of the history of climate change, how climate change affects the waters, and how marine life is impacted by climate change. So now that we have an idea of how important marine life is to human life, I'll explain some of the history about climate change so everyone is aware of what climate change is. According to an article by NRDC on February 23, 2017, the term climate refers to the general weather conditions of a place over many years. While climate change and global warming are often interchangeable, global warming is the recent rise in the global average temperature near the Earth's surface. It is just one aspect of climate change. Going into more detail of how climate change works is according to an article by NRDC, the mechanics of the Earth's climate system are simple. When energy from the sun is reflected off the Earth and back into space, mostly by clouds or ice, or when the Earth's atmosphere releases energy, the planet cools. When the Earth absorbs the sun's energy, or when atmospheric gases prevent heat released by the Earth from radiating into space, which is the greenhouse effect, the planet warms. A variety of factors, both natural and human, can influence the Earth's climate system. How it is existing now through humans is according to NRDC. Humans, more specifically, the greenhouse gas emissions we generate, are the leading cause of the Earth's rapidly changing climate. Greenhouse gases play an important role in keeping the planet warm, enough to inhabit, but the amount of these gases in our atmosphere has skyrocketed in recent decades. Humans are hurting this planet by all of the toxins we use and how we don't consider how it will hurt the environment. While humans may be hurting the Earth and affecting climate change itself is affecting the waters, like oceans and lakes and the life within those waters. According to an article published in 2016 by Ariana Pittman, an animal welfare advocate, oceans cover 71% of our planet's surface, providing a home to 300,000 known species and about 1 million unknown species of plants and animals. These vast bodies of water also help absorb carbon dioxide from our atmosphere and regulate the Earth's temperature. The ocean plays a vital role in the survival of our planet, but the damaging effects of a warming planet is causing changes that put the health of our oceans and countless species at risk. What's happening because of this? According to Ariana Pittman, the heating of the atmosphere has directly impacted the ocean, which has absorbed an estimated 90% of the planet's greenhouse gas-related heating. The carbon dioxide absorbed by the ocean is causing acidification at a rate 30 times faster than what would happen without human interference, altering the pH balance and affecting calcium carbonate levels. Ocean acidification harms coral, plankton, shellfish, and other species that use calcium carbonate to help form their shells and skeletons. Plankton and shellfish play an important role in the ocean's food chain, so when one species suffers, all suffer. There are many involved within the food chain. Who is all involved? According to an article, Global Warming is Hitting Ocean Species Hardest by Bob Buren in the Inside Climate News on April 24, 2019. Marine animals are disappearing at twice the rate of land-based species, especially those that live in shallower water, because they are already more likely to be living in the threshold of life-threatening temperatures. And because in the ocean there are fewer places to hide from extreme heat, there's also many differences between marine life and the land life when it comes to global warming. When it gets hot on land, animals can crawl under a rock and get some shade, but there's nothing like that in the ocean. They are sitting there floating around in this warm water with nowhere to go. And with nowhere to go, they could easily die. Even if climate change isn't directly affecting the waters at the exact moment, according to Bob Buren, when temperature spikes for a month or even two, then returns back to normal, the damage is already done for the next 10 years. While with climate change affecting the waters and the warm waters affecting the marine life, I chose to focus on one specific animal that's being affected, the turtles. What does this mean for their future? According to an article from Oceanic Society in 2018, rising sea levels, hotter temperatures, and increased storm frequency caused by global warming may lead to the loss of suitable nesting habitats and affect natural sex ratios, which are determined by nest incubation temperatures. All these factors are for many animals, not just turtles necessarily. But according to Oceana, sea turtles hatchlings is influenced by the temperature of the sand in which the eggs develop. Climate change can cause increased temperature. Higher temperatures cause the sand to heat up and lead to a higher proportion of female to male hatchlings. When the eggs of turtles is being affected, their whole species may be at risk. But there's more being affected for turtles than just hot sands. Climate change is altering ocean currents, which are the highways that sea turtles use for migration. With changes in ocean circulation, sea turtles may have to alter their movements and possibly shift their range and nesting timing. All these factors are hurting the turtles' population. There are ways people can make a difference. Some known things that can help spread information about climate change and the effects it has on the ocean is to be informed. According to the Sea Turtle Conservancy article posted in 2020, we should all be informed. With all the technology we have nowadays, it is not hard to simply look up information on this topic. People should be informed about the things impacting our planet. Even the classic reduce, reuse, recycle can have an impact on our planet. So today I talked about the history of climate change, how climate change affects the waters, and how marine life is impacted. Climate change impacts many aspects of our world, one important aspect being the effects it has on the ocean life and marine life. By knowing some facts about the impact climate change has on the ocean can possibly help marine life.